Welcome back, team. In this video, I will explain you about data warehousing and how it works. Usually, organizations will have certain information systems created to make business functionality easy. For example, to improve marketing related performances, we create customer relationship management systems, and to manage finances and financial related information, we'll be having financial information system or billing systems. We will be using enterprise resource planning systems such that each and every resource that is associated with the organization is properly managed and used. Then we will be having various types of files and data sources that we will be using for performing certain operations for the organization. And we also have various other types of data sources that support the data source will be related to the organization, and it contains certain information related to resources, processes, and various other informations. Okay, so when we have all these types of information systems individually, each information system will be having certain database that stores information that is collected as a part of performing operations related to that information system. The data warehouse is a central database system that contains information related to all that contains information that is collected from all variant types of legacy information systems and data sources used by the organization. If you see here, while collecting data from these information systems, the data warehouse will use ETL technologies. ETL full form is extract, transform, and load. The technology extracts needed information, like important information, or like whatever the information that is existing in the database. So each information system will contain certain small database, right? So the information that is existing in the databases of these legacy systems will be identified and extracted. Okay, so the information that is stored in this database will be maintaining a different format maybe, and in the data format that will be maintained, the structure of database in data warehouse and the structure of database in these legacy systems might vary. So what we do is whatever the information that we have extracted, that will be transformed such that the data extracted will match the structure of the data warehouse. Okay, so for that purpose we need data transformation tool. Okay, so after extraction we transform data such that the data structure match with data warehouse structure. After transforming, we load whole information onto the data warehouse. Okay, it is very simple. We will be having legacy systems. We know that for a very different variant purposes, for various reasons, we will be creating different types of information systems. Okay, so and those information systems will be stored. The information collected because of operating those information systems will be stored on native databases that is existing in each information system. Okay, so from these information systems databases we will be extracting data and transforming and loading the data onto data warehouse. So this extraction tools will be used for identifying databases and extracting the data. transformation tool will be performing to transform the database sources that is collected is transformed into the format that match with the data warehouse. After transformation, we'll be loading the data into the data warehouse. Okay, till that we'll be the process is all about extracting data, transforming it, and loading onto the data warehouse. Now, various data formats we call data marts. See, various types of variant information or like various types of information that is collected in the data warehouse will be maintained, and that data will be integrated with the application program interfaces such that a proper analysis can be conducted on the data and various types of reports can be prepared. Okay, so this is how it happens. It is very easy. So it is very easy to understand how a data warehouse works. Okay, so now our purpose is to perform analytics, right? So reporting and analytics, these two sections are very important here. So after extracting, transforming, and loading data, we will be applying various types of applications like graphic user interfaces, applets, or various types of application program interfaces, such that the data stored in data warehouse is used to generate certain um, reports, various types of reports, decision related information, trend related information. Okay, all that information will be generated by using reporting and analytical tools. This is how a data warehouse work. Okay, here if you observe, when compared to, like, I didn't explain about big data, but still based from the basic idea that big data can work on no structural data, because here if you see these databases, the databases in the legacy systems will be very structured. Okay, data warehousing works on those structured databases, and the data will be used for conducting analysis and reporting and making decisions. Okay, if you observe the systems that are the data sources or the system that we are using as data sources, these are the data sources are legacy systems of the organization or its partner organization. Okay, this information should be noted. All right. Next is what kind of ETL tools are applied to extract data and transform data and load data onto the data warehouse. Okay, for this purpose, we can go and cross check some extended version of the analytical part. If you see here, for any data analytic tool, the data sources is very important. Okay, then how we are extracting data and how we are storing data onto the data central database, this is central database, is very important. And then how this central data can be used to generate application or visualizations is also important. Okay, if you see here, the data sources that we are considered in extended form of data warehouse framework are ERP systems and all legacy systems like a finance system, operations system, marketing related system, then point of sale systems and relevant data, OLTP or web related information, and some external data sources. External data sources, as I told you, can be from partner information systems. Okay, so these are data sources. By using these data sources, we should create a data warehouse. For that purpose, we will be using ETL processes. Here, extract, transform, load. Okay, the sub processes that help organization to connect with organization data warehouse to connect with legacy systems is integrate phase. We will be using DOS systems. DOS to do that. Okay, so here we are applying ETL processes. I will show you some examples of ETL tools. I will be adding this link in your video below the video. Okay, just cross check that one. So the analysis ETL tools are of various types. See, IBM InfoShare, Data Stage, and Informatica. So we also use various types of cloud native ETL tools. Means like these are applied when we are connected by to the organization by means of cloud basis. Here are some of those things: Aluma, 5tran, SnapLogic, Stitch Data. So there are open source ETL tools which are free to use. They are Apache, Nifi, Talent, Open Studios, some examples. So real-time tools in recent times, real-time tools have become very important. They are Aluma, StreamSets, Confluent. I guess most of you people are aware of these tools: IBM InfoSphere, Informatica, Oracle Data Integrator. Okay, so these are some tools that we use, that we apply on legacy systems and various types of data sources, and by applying those tools we can extract data and store the data into data warehouse. If you observe here, a replication of data warehouse is maintained. So usually when we have a database, a replication will be maintained to overcome problems. Like for example, if some risk happened to the data warehouse, okay, we can immediately restore the database when if we maintain replication. In disaster recovery, so sometimes when disasters occur to the organization, if you maintain if replication of a data warehouse at remote location, it is very easy for the people to conduct analysis and generate results. All right, so this is how it works. Then after that, we will be like the data address data sources consists of various types of data marts. Okay, data marts related to legacy systems. See, based on these legacy systems, each legacy system will have a separate data mart which contains information about that particular legacy system. Okay, sometimes it is okay to use without these data marts to generate business reporting. Okay, so here when the database is created, data warehouse is created, a possible application program interface or any middleware software can be applied to generate data and to add get some data input as input. Okay, so this is how a data warehouse look like. All right, you can replace some names, like as you as I show you some ETL tools. You can remove all these extract, transform, load names, and you can mention names of those ETL tools. For example, Informatica. You can remove these things and you can mention Informatica. You can mention Microsoft SSCS and Oracle integration tool, something like that. Okay, because this is a process. If you mention that, if you mention ETL tools, you should mention those things. Okay. If you write here ETL tools, you will be writing tool names. If you write ETL process, then you write these process names. Alright. Data warehouse, it is a central database, and data mart is something a small part of a data warehouse that consists of exclusive information related to the legacy information systems. Okay, after creating the database, we apply some API application program interfaces or middleware tools to generate business reports, dashboards, and application results. Okay, hope you guys understood some basic information related to the data warehouse framework. In the next video, I will explain you about big data and how this data warehousing will be fitting into the big data. Okay, thank you, team. Remember one thing, people. See, here the data sources are legacy systems that are related to the organization, and the databases that we use as source are very structured form, means a properly formatted form. They will be existing in very properly formatted form.